Hello everyone, Andrew here from ManagedTEK, and I want to talk to you all about passwords and the importance of it. Passwords, they're necessary. They're necessary to keep your account safe, to prove that you are who you say you are. There are hackers out there every day trying to guess or crack your password, whether that be to snoop around, steal your identity, maybe get some money out of you, hold your information for hostage, what we call malware. But if you choose just alphabetical passwords, they can be cracked within minutes. So I'm not here just talking about any old password, but I'm here to talk to you guys about strong passwords. I'm focusing on strong passwords today. So let me go ahead and tell you 4 things that creates a strong password. One of them, you need 8 or more digits in length. And it should be randomized. Reason why I say randomized is you don't want words that are in a dictionary, because believe it or not, hackers aren't sitting there in a keyboard trying to type in your password unless they're physically targeting you. Most of the time they have a list of thousands of commonly used passwords, and they're trying to see if you're one of those people who has a weak password. And another one, you want to contain both upper and lowercase letters or alphabetical characters. So that'll be capital A through Z, and that'll be lowercase a through Z. Another good tip, you should have at least 1 numerical character. So that'll be at least numbers 0 through 9. Another one to create a new strong password, you want at least 1 special character. So that could be a pound sign, a dollar sign, an @ sign, exclamation mark, whatever it is on your keyboard at the top of your keys when you hit shift and you hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, those special characters. It is important to have that into your strong password. Now you might think, okay, how can I take this and create a strong password? Well, let me show you. Let me get my eraser right here. I'm gonna show you an example of a strong password. It is recommended that you use passwords as a phrase. That could be a song, it could be a poem, it could be a Bible verse, whatever helps you to remember. It's hard, but remember, it's easy for you to remember. So, let's take, for instance, you like Monopoly, okay? In Monopoly, when you pass go, you collect $200 when passing. Hopefully you guys can see this. So collect $200 when passing go. What you do, you take the first letter of that word, of this phrase. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a capital C, a dollar sign, it's my special character, $200, that's 3 numerical characters, lowercase w for win, lowercase p for passing, and uppercase G. Collect $200 when passing go. That's an example of a strong password. Now, don't say, man, that's a good password, let me use it. No, this is a commonly used example of a strong password. So there's no use in using this. You might have to go home, think about it, and it's very important that these passwords, I would say, they change every few months. It's nothing like an old password, and it's a password that leads to all your social media accounts, leads to all your important special information like banking. That's just too easy. So it's very important that I would say your social media versus your more sensitive information, like your banking, your identity, keep those passwords separate if possible. Also, I want to talk to you guys about 2-factor authentication. Sometimes you might see it as 2FA. I'll give you guys an example of 2-factor authentication. Say you go to the bank, you want to get money out of ATM. I can't just put in my debit card and expect money to get out. Let me mention, 2-factor authentication is something you know, it's something you have, or it's something you are. So like I said, you go to a bank, you're going into the ATM, I want to get some money. I can't just throw in my debit card and expect money to get out of it. I have to have my debit card, and I also have to have a PIN number. My debit card is something I have. My PIN number is something I know. So that's an example of two-factor authentication. And that's an example that's required. So it's very important that when things aren't required, say for online banking, when you're online banking and you want to know how much money is in your bank, it may not be required for two-factor authentication. And you might think, we live in this world of fast and now. So if I know that I can avoid some steps, some time, and I can just see my money right then and there, I'm probably going to do it. But that's not the secure way. Two-factor authentication can come in many ways. It could be a text of a code. It could be an email of a code. Nowadays they have physical key fobs, little things that go on your keychain. Also they have application which generates codes every few minutes and you just type that in. It's very inconvenient. I myself even have to get on myself to use two-factor authentication, but I'm using it a lot more because I see the importance of it. So hopefully I said something today that sparks your mind, makes you want to go home, change your passwords, not have all your passwords the same. Hopefully I encourage you to do that. Let me know, give me some feedback on what you guys think, maybe some topics. I'll try to do this more often, some tech tips for you all, some trainings, different things you guys want to know more about. But make sure you go home, research strong passwords, research two-factor authentication, see how you can better secure yourself. Thank you all for watching.